Today I'm going to be painting this girl here, and I'm starting off just putting down some color in the background. I sharpened a lot of my pencils, and I have a few pencils sitting in this tray. This is the top part of my Karatake paint, the top part of the box. So I'm just going to put some marks in here. Nothing in particular, just something to create interest in the background. Just various shapes and squiggly lines. Okay. I start off wetting my brush. Sorry that the camera is moving so much, but I am holding the camera with one hand on the tripod, and on the other I am painting, as you can see, holding my paintbrush. And it's okay that some of this is cerulean blue. It's okay if some of that is getting in her hair, that's fine. Because her hair is going to be a darker shade anyway. So we can actually paint her hair blue, that's fine. Even her face could be painted blue, face and neck. I heard another artist say that a lot of artists paint their subject blue, their people blue, so that light shines through them more naturally. Just like in nature, you know how you have a blue sky, but you still see the light coming in through the sky. So, like the sunlight. Okay. Paint her arms blue as well. I don't want to move this down too far, the camera, because it might come loose from the plug. Okay. And see if I already got some. Going to paint her skin. Let me rinse this a little bit more. Using the Karatake colors, I have this as a burnt sienna, and you can still see the blue shining through. I like to use the watercolors as a quick way to get color down. And I used to worry that I was getting, the color in areas that I didn't want it to be, like years ago. But, as you put more layers down, then you don't have to worry about that as much. I'm painting her arms. Paint a little bit darker in the neck area. And around the hair for shadow, around the bang. Just doing some shadowing here. Under the lips, under the nose, on the side of the nose, and a little bit across this bridge of the nose. A little bit more dark in the eye. Let's see what color. I think I'll use a little bit of the Rose Madder. Just gently for the lips. And for the cheeks. Oh, she's looking so cute. And I have colored pencils as well that I just showed you. And, alcohol markers, acrylic markers. Mark there. A little bit on her ears. don't like the waist paint, so I'll just bring it into the hair. Or the rose madder for the cheeks. I want to put in her hair. I'm going to use some, see how this, see, I think I want to first go in with some Imperial Violet. Let's see. Allow it to go where it wants to go. Uh, Rest of it here. Now let me go back in with some raw umber. I love how this is looking. It's super cute. Make certain I'm putting in the right colors here. It's easy to get excited when painting and then accidentally dip into the wrong colors. But it can always be fixed if that happens. I'm glad that you can see my palette in this shot. hair is really long. Of course, I want the bottom layers to be darker than the top layers. More sunlight would be at the top. And my paper is starting to buckle a little bit. So I got a little bit of splashing there, but all that will help to create interest. There's no mistakes in painting. If we all learn that, then we can have more fun when we're painting. Pull this together more. Some more of this Imperial Violet. Right on top of that raw umber. I'm just going to let it expand to wherever it wants to go since this is watercolor. Okay. Different things to create interest. Plus, this is a way to clean my brush off. I want to go in and just guess what color her um, her sweatshirt, her sweater is going to be. It's going to be red. So, but first I want to go in with this rose color, Rose Madder. It's a lighter shade of the red that I eventually want to use. I first started painting with watercolors, I had the hardest time working with the water. But now I enjoy it more and I let the water go where it wants to go. And I like to also leave my pencil marks down. I used to erase the pencil marks, but I think that that adds character. And plus, I think it creates a visual effect with seeing the work that was put down, the initial ideas that were put down, even if that changes as you paint. Because it can always become part of the background if needed. And I need to paint this part of her neck. This one I was using, okay. No, that's purple. Use too much, just put a little bit of brown in that area. And I realize that some of the purple has gotten up here on her face, and that's fine. All that can be, you know. I want some to stay there. Okay, that's fine. And now I want to go in with more of a redder color because her sweater looks pink right now, but I want it to be red, so I'm going in with the red now. I'm going to have this available on my Etsy. Sorry, I'm going to have this available on eBay. I'm not on Etsy, I'm only on eBay. And when you go to eBay, just in the search, type the same name as this channel name. Type A Gabourey Art. You see my channel name there. Type that in the search box on eBay, and then you will see my various art, because I always put my channel name in the name of whatever art piece that I'm selling on eBay. And I do that because you'll then be able to see all of my art that I have available that way. Because at the end of this month, I don't think I'm going to still have the store. I've already put in a request to close the store, but I'm still going to be selling my art on there. I'm just not going to have a store on there. You just have to put in the name of my channel, and then all of my art can then come up that way, the art that I'm selling. And, okay, so now I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come in with some colored pencils. And go from there. I'm just making this more balanced, and I'm going to put all kind of squiggly marks on top of that and just make it more fun, more artsy. So let me let these layers dry. This is what it's looking like so far before the color pencils are added. Some call this the ugly stage, but it's going to all come together once I add the color pencils. I'm going to let this dry, and the paper may still be buckled after it dries, but I'll be able to go from there. I will probably show you the finished product in the next video, or I might do a short showing it to you. But anyway, I'm going to end this video now because it's going to take a while to dry, and I don't want this video to get too long. But I'm going to be making more of these. This is on watercolor paper, 140-pound watercolor paper, 9 by 12. I think it's a 9 by 12 size. And I'm going to have these available on my eBay. Right now it's the eBay store, but you'll be able to find it there. Give the video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe so I can get my channel monetized. I thank you all for listening and watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me show it to you more close up. And I'm going to, okay, so you finally see her arms. I'm going to do some more painting on this off camera and do some line work, coloring her eyes and her lips and so forth, and you know, get her hair finished using the color pencils, and also put some decoration on her sweatshirt and so forth. So I'm nowhere near done, just did this, I guess you could call the first layer. And like I said, I'll show you all the finished product in maybe a short video, because I do not edit my art videos. And these are the paints that I was using, the Karatake paints. And yes, I was using my brushes from my new paint set. You will see that I did a short video showing some of my these Transcend paint brushes from that set. I was using those during this video. So I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.